Hey cruisers, big news! Royal Caribbean just revealed Hero of the Seas, the fourth ship in the Icon class, and this one honestly feels like Icon class 2.0. It's like they took everything we loved from Icon, Utopia, and Star, listened to the feedback, and then hit the level up button to create a more polished version of the class. Size-wise, Hero is basically a sister to the Star of the Seas, coming in at around 248,663 gross tons. So you're getting that same massive Icon class footprint with a few smart tweaks inside. There will be 9 more staterooms than on Star, and capacity goes up about 44 more guests, which doesn't sound huge on paper, but it shows how Royal is fine-tuning the layout to make room for just a little more while just keeping all the big features we care about. Let's start with what a lot of us have talked about already, the Hideaway. On Icon and Star, it's an amazing adults-only vibe, but it could get really overcrowded at times, especially on sea days. Hero looks like the fix for that. The Hideaway is getting almost double the water area, the deck has been extended, and they're adding a swim-up bar. That's now the largest at sea. On top of that, there's going to be an in-water DJ setup, so you're literally in the pool, drink in hand, with a live DJ keeping the energy up all around you. It's everything people already loved about the Hideaway, just blowing up into this bigger, better, more adults-only pool party space. Hero is also really leaning into what guests clearly love most: more water, more pool time, more room to spread out. You're getting more pools than ever before on an Icon class ship, including a new Caribbean-style pool, multiple adults-only areas, and upgraded spaces for kids and families. Over in Thrill Island, the Category 6 water park is getting 2 new family raft slides, including the first funnel raft slide at sea, which directly answers that "we wish the rides lasted a bit longer and we wish we could ride together" feedback. They're not reinventing the idea, they're just making it more fun and more satisfying. On top of that, Hero is adding all the new Coconut Cove pool, which fits perfectly into that more water, more places to relax theme. Coconut Cove sits just steps away from Lime and Coconut Bar and is perched above the Central Park style neighborhood. So you're getting that tropical pool day energy with a really cool vantage point. It's the kind of spot where you grab a drink at Lime and Coconut, slide right into the water at Coconut Cove, and still feel connected to the heart of the ship instead of being tucked away on some random deck. It really reinforces that whole Icon Class 2.0 idea. Not just more pools, but better placed pools that tie into the bars and neighborhoods people already love to spend time in. And if you love swim and tonic, that's getting a glow up too. The pool and swim up bar will feature more space to chill than ever before. So it's easier to actually find a spot, hang out in the water, and enjoy a cocktail without feeling packed in. For the little cruisers, Splashaway Bay is back and loaded with fun. Water cannons, drench buckets, spray features, kid-sized slides, and even a baby bay area for the tiniest adventurers. It's a great spot for kids to burn off energy without having to live in the main pools all day long. Now let's talk about Royal Railway, because this is one of the clearest examples of Royal taking something that works and rolling it into that 2.0 version of the class. If you've sailed Utopia of the Seas, you might already know the Royal Railway concept there. That immersive train-themed dinner where the windows turn into digital screens and you feel like you're traveling by rail where you eat. There's also a Royal Railway experience coming on Legend of the Seas with its own theme and storyline. Hero is joining that lineup with its own Royal Station, which means this isn't just a one-off experiment anymore, it's becoming a signature series across the bigger ships. Royal is watching what people are actually booking and enjoying. Royal Railway did well on Utopia. It's coming to Legend, and now Hero gets its own take as well. So if you're the kind of cruiser who likes those one night that feels like an attraction and a dinner rolled into one experiences, Hero is doubling down on that. On top of Royal Railway, Hero is getting a brand new supper club experience that leans into New Orleans. This one is all about the vibe. You basically start the evening on a front porch in true NOLA style, like you've just stepped into a different world for the night. From there, it transitions into this jazz club style atmosphere with live entertainment, storytelling, and a menu inspired by the best of New Orleans flavors. They're also tipping their hat to traditional New Orleans cocktails, but with a twist that makes them unique to Hero. And this is absolutely one of those nights where people really dress up. Think more night out in New Orleans than just grabbing a quick bite before a show. It's the kind of experience where you lean into the theme, enjoying the cocktails, the music, the story, and then make this one big highlight evening of your cruise. What Royal has done with these supper clubs across the Icon class is to turn them into a little series of their own. Icon has its own immersive supper concept, Star has its own version with a different personality, and now Hero gets this New Orleans inspired take. Each ship's supper experience feels connected but not identical, so if you're chasing the class, you're not just repeating the same exact night over and over. On the overall dining side, Hero is a mix of exciting new and comforting familiar. There will be 28 dining venues on board, the most in the fleet, which really fits with that Icon Class 2.0 of more choices and more capacity. You've got that New Orleans Supper Club, the evolving Aquadome market that's designed to change concepts over time instead of being locked into a single cuisine forever. And then the classic staples that cruisers look for every sailing. Giovanni's Italian, Chops Grill, Azumi for both sushi and hibachi, and Hooked for seafood will all still be there. So you get your must-do favorites layered in with all the new and experimental options. Hero's also bringing a whole new lineup of family-focused rooms and suites, but the details on those deserve their own video. Just know that there's the headline-grabbing Ultimate Family Treehouse that spans 3 decks and can sleep up to 12. Plus refreshed family options in Surfside and the smart value cabins like Interior Plus and spacious interiors that give you more storage and better layouts without blowing the budget. On top of the new spaces, Hero is also adding more memory-making experiences for families, not just places to sleep or swim. There will be all new cooking classes with a variety of courses from fun, hands-on recipes that little ones can help with to more advanced classes designed for teens and adults who really want to learn something new in the kitchen. It's the kind of thing where the whole family can do it together, or parents can sneak off for a more elevated class while the kids do their own version, and y'all come back with a new skill and a shared story from the cruise. Entertainment is getting a boost too. Hero will feature new shows in the Royal Theater and in the Aqua Theater, so you're not just seeing recycled productions from the earlier Icon ships. Absolute Zero is returning as the ice arena, and it's being billed as the largest ice arena at sea, opening the door for bigger, more technical skating shows. In Central Park, there will be more than 30,000 live plants, really leaning into that lush garden in the middle of the ship feel and giving you a calm green space to escape all the high energy action. For thrills and outdoor fun, you're still getting all the big favorites. Crown's Edge will be there with the skywalk and the zip line hanging high over the ocean, plus the Flow Rider surf simulator, rock climbing walls, mini golf, and a full sports court for basketball, pickleball, soccer, and more. And while Royal is really showing off the adults area only and thrill side of the first look, you can pretty much bet the boardwalk and the kids' aqua park will see their own upgrades too. This is Icon Class 2.0 after all. Itineraries are locked in for that classic week-long Caribbean vibe. Hero will sail 7-night Eastern and Western Caribbean cruises from Miami, all including a stop at Perfect Day at CocoCay. On the Western Caribbean routes, you're looking at ports like Roatan in Honduras, Cozumel, and Costa Maya. On the Eastern Caribbean side, Hero will visit St. Maarten and St. Thomas paired with that Perfect Day stop, so you're getting a mix of ports plus the private island. Crown and Anchor Society loyalty members will be able to start booking Hero of the Seas first, with early access opening on Wednesday and then general sales opening up on Thursday for everyone else. And just as a heads up, this is really just the first look. There is a lot more to talk about with Hero. There will be another video going over all the room types planned for the ship, plus all 28 restaurants, the bars, and everything in between. So if you want a full breakdown of where to stay and where to eat and drink on Hero of the Seas, make sure you're subscribed and watching for that one. So overall, Hero of the Seas really does feel like Icon Class 2.0. more pools and water features in the places people actually use, an upgraded hideaway that fixes the crowd issue and adds the largest swim-up bar at sea, plus an in-water DJ. The all-new Coconut Cove pool just steps from Lime and Coconut, overlooking the Central Park-style neighborhood. A glow-up for swim and tonic with more space to relax up at the swim-up bar. Proven hits like Royal Railway, expanding from Utopian legend onto hero. A new New Orleans-inspired supper club where people really dress up and make a full night of it. 28 dining venues, including favorites like Giovanni's, Chops, Azumi, Sushi and Hibachi, and Hooked. Family-focused room and suite options from the ultimate family treehouse to smarter value cabins. New family cooking classes so you can actually learn and make something together on your cruise. Bigger entertainment with new shows, the largest ice arena at sea, and a lush central park over 30,000 plants. All the thrills, Crown's Edge, flow rider, rock climbing, mini golf, and a full sports court. Splashaway Bay for the kids with slides, sprays, drench buckets, and a baby bay. Now, if you're thinking about sailing on Hero of the Seas or another Royal Caribbean ship, or you've booked in the last 90 days and want to transfer your reservation, I would absolutely love to be your travel partner. I work hard to get my clients extra perks, onboard credit, and that little bit of extra magic that turns a good vacation into a great one. There's no extra cost to you, just personalized service from someone who genuinely loves cruising. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next horizon.